What would you do if you had 18 minutes before the end of the world? That's the impossible question at the heart of A House of Dynamite, Netflix's new political thriller from Oscar-winning director Kathryn Bigelow. After nearly a decade away from the camera, Bigelow returns with a film that doesn't just entertain, it detonates. It's tense, it's terrifying, and it feels way too real. In today's video, we're breaking down A House of Dynamite, from its shocking opening to its haunting ending, explaining the story, the meaning behind it, and why this might be one of the most important films of 2025. So grab your coffee and maybe your fallout shelter, because this one's going nuclear. The movie opens not in Washington, D.C., but in Fort Greely, Alaska, a real U.S. missile defense base. It's a quiet morning. Technicians sip coffee, check radar feeds, and joke about weekend plans. Then, one blip changes everything. A radar operator notices an object entering Earth's atmosphere. Not a test, not a false alarm. An ICBM, an intercontinental ballistic missile, on a direct path toward Chicago. Origin? Unknown. Time to impact? 18 minutes. Phones ring, alarms blare, and before we even meet the president, the film locks us into this ticking clock. 18 minutes of confusion, denial, and rising dread. From here, Bigelow splits the story into 3 parallel timelines, each one replaying the same countdown from a different perspective, showing how different corners of the U.S. government react to the same impossible event. In the first timeline, we're inside this situation room, led by Olivia Walker, played with icy brilliance by Rebecca Ferguson. She's the nerve center of command, directing military liaisons, satellite analysts, and national security advisors. Every decision runs through her, but every answer raises more questions. Is the missile real? Is it Russian, Chinese, rogue tech? Nobody knows. And that uncertainty is the movie's real villain. Meanwhile, across town, General Baker and his team at the Pentagon prepare interceptors. 2 missiles are launched from Fort Greely. They soar into the night sky, cutting through the clouds like silver needles. Then, miss. Both interceptors fail. The room falls silent. Faces go pale. The operators, soldiers, everyone, they just stare. And Bigelow lingers on that silence. It's not about the explosion. It's about the helplessness before it. An hour into the film, the tension shifts. Enter Idris Elba as the President of the United States. He doesn't stride in like a hero. He appears quietly, almost reluctantly, a man crushed under the weight of leadership. Through secure video calls, he speaks to generals, advisors, intelligence chiefs. Each of them offers data, numbers, odds. No one offers certainty. And in that fog of half-truths and protocol, one terrifying reality sets in. They have no idea who launched the missile. If they retaliate, they might start World War III. If they don't, they risk looking weak and inviting more attacks. This is insanity, Elba growls. This, General Baker replies, is reality. Bigelow keeps cutting between the command rooms and everyday Americans who have no idea what's coming. A Defense Department analyst tucks in his sick child. A translator spends the afternoon at a Civil War reenactment with her son, until military jets start streaking overhead. The juxtaposition is brutal. The past and the present collide. While history is being reenacted for fun, history itself is about to end for real. Across the U.S., missile silos go on alert. Sirens wail, traffic jams, cell service drops. And then, the countdown hits 0. At the 11th hour, the camera plunges deep underground into the Raven Rock Mountain Complex, also known as Site R. It's a real bunker built during the Cold War, carved into the Blue Ridge Mountains of Pennsylvania, meant to protect the government in case of nuclear war. Bigelow films it like a cathedral to apocalypse. Endless tunnels, blast doors the size of trucks, red lights flickering like heartbeats. Officials rush in with Jeep alerts, their golden tickets to survival. But for most Americans, there's nowhere to go. Even underground, the officials' faces betray a truth. This bunker might not save them either. In the final minutes, the president faces the decision no human being should have to make: retaliate and risk destroying the world, or stand down and watch millions die unanswered. The missile closes in. The impact is imminent. Everyone waits. Then, a bright flash. But Bigelow doesn't show the explosion. Instead, the screen goes white. We hear only the sound of breath. Terrified, broken, human. Cut to black. The movie ends ambiguously. Did the missile hit Chicago? Was it intercepted at the last second? Or was it all a simulation, a test that went wrong? Bigelow leaves it open, because A House of Dynamite isn't about answers. It's about questions we're too afraid to ask. It's about systems that promise safety, and the people trapped inside them when those systems fail. Writer Noah Oppenheim said it best: "There's no secret floor of grown-ups who know what to do. It's just people, all doing the best they can." That's what makes A House of Dynamite so terrifying, not because it's impossible, but because it's plausible. The film's title comes from a line near the end. A general says, "The walls are full of dynamite. The fuse is already there. We just have to make sure it never gets lit." It's the movie's thesis in one line. We've built a world wired for destruction. Global arsenals, automated systems, cyber weapons. And all it takes is one spark, one misread signal, one human mistake. The missile in A House of Dynamite may be fictional, but the fear behind it is not. During the Cold War, people built bomb shelters. Today, we scroll past the headlines, assuming it could never happen again. But as this film reminds us, the danger didn't disappear. It just got quieter, more digital, more human. Bigelow's A House of Dynamite is not science fiction. It's a mirror, and the reflection staring back at us is holding a match. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, fade to black, outro card, more movie explanations.